ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to Over the Limit. I'm your host, Christopher Billings, alongside Wes Steele, in what is, our final show of 2011.
Yeah, this has been one of the most talked about, the most anticipated pay-per-views of the year, and so it's very fitting that this is our last show. We've got our very, very anticipated match, our main event tonight, featuring Die Hard and Jordan Morris facing off for the first time ever in a one-on-one match. It's for our Power Plant Championship.
Exactly, and I don't want to sell short anybody else, and that main event's coming up later, but right now we have Jacob Knight, who, this is his pay-per-view debut. I mean, this is the first time he's, really getting on big showtime.
Yeah, and this is going to be very exciting for him, I'm sure. I talked to him a little bit backstage leading up to tonight, and he was preparing, and he was just trying to make sure that he was out here and put on a good show, and hopefully picking up the win tonight.
Well, I know that he is facing Scooty, and Scooty is, he's looking to make an impact here at the Power Plant. A lot of the more veteran-style guys are, kind of giving him a hard time in the back because he dresses a little different than everybody, but so does Jacob Knight. I mean, this young man dresses different too.
Yeah, definitely, and Scooty he's very different from a lot of people we've had with Power Plant. He did start on this. He started on the streets. He got into low-time wrestling, started by street fighting and that kind of thing. And he calls himself the Street Ninja. Here he comes right now down to the ring. I'm sure he's also very excited to be here tonight.
I really enjoy having Scooty, being, I'm enjoying this guy in the back. I mean, he's funny. He's got something funny to say no matter what the situation is. He always brings a lighter feeling to every situation. And he's talked to Die Hard in the back. Believe it or not, he actually made Die Hard laugh. It's kind of hard to do something.
That's actually kind of impressive. He definitely is a cool guy to be around. He is one of the more lighthearted people we have in the Power Plant. Easygoing guy, happy-go-lucky kind of guy. He's definitely fun to have around.
But I did notice that, when he gets in the ring, he almost changes his complete persona. He gets to an extremely serious zone. He just totally turns it up, volume 11.
Yeah, it's a whole nother level. When he gets in the ring, he steps it up, and he gets in there and takes control, does what has to be done to get the win, pick up the victory. And wow.
That was a huge reverse atomic drop.
Yeah, giant atomic drop there by Scooty to Jacob Knight.
A beautiful standing drop kick from Scooty there. I mean, these guys are both really impressive, and like I was saying, they're both looking to make an impact, and tonight is one heck of a way to make an impact. That's going to help decide, if you're going to get onto a better match spot. Look at that monkey flip out of the corner.
And like I said before, he did start on the streets. He's got a little bit different style than what you normally see in the ring. But he does what he does, and it's effective. And that tilt-a-roll backbreaker, and then a big knee right across the face. He does have a different style, but it sure is effective.
Yeah, and Jacob Knight, he's got to do something here, because right now Scooty is just tearing him apart. That a big standing elbow there. He backed up a little bit, got a little bit of distance between him and Jacob Knight, and just dropped the elbow right on the chest.
Yeah, he sure did. And there with the standing tie-up, and he gets the better of it, and a nice belly-to-back suplex there by Scooty. He's taunting a little bit, and for good reason. He's really come out here and take control of this match early.
He is, and like I was saying, Jacob Knight, as I was saying, Jacob Knight needed to do something, and speak of the devil, I mean, now he's starting to make a little bit of a comeback here.
Maybe that's a little opening he found. Maybe Scooty got a little bit too cocky, but no, maybe not.
And Scooty again, Scooty is able to, switch the favor, towards him. And wait a second, he's got him by the hair. A big drop kick to the face.
And all these moves, like I said, it's a little bit different style, but they're definitely effective, and they do cause a lot of pain, a lot of stress in the body in ways you probably wouldn't even think about.
Yeah, he's a very unorthodox superstar here, but I'm glad that Melina Guerrero was like, you know what, let's give Scooty a shot, because I'm glad to see him.
Oh, definitely, yeah. And he might not be one of the most active people, back in the locker room or anything, but he's like we said, he is new, so he's probably just still trying to feel it out a little bit. But he's doing well tonight.
Look at that, another big kick from, or the series of kicks from Jacob Knight, and a miss with that springboard. He went for it all there, and he just planted right on the ground.
He crashed the ground. You can't really leave an opening like that for Scooty, because he's definitely one he'll take advantage of a spot when he sees it. A giant kick right across the back of the head.
You know, that may have knocked, well, maybe I spoke too soon. I was going to say that may have knocked Jacob Knight out there, but he was able to, and again he went for that springboard and totally missed.
Yeah, I think he's getting a little bit overzealous here. He's trying to do a little bit too much. You know, we do say that you do have to do whatever it takes to pick up a victory. You know, I guess that's my style, but you know, I think he's going for a little bit too much all at once.
Wait a second, he went right back to his feet, but then, wait a second, Scooty setting
him up.
Scooty's got him up. Look at this, the strength. One arm, and then slams him over.
That's a fantastic suplex. It really is.
Wait a second, where's Scooty going?
I don't know.
What is he doing?
What's he doing over here? Scooty, get back in the ring.
Wait a second. Why has he got a steel chair?
This isn't a no DQ match. What is he doing?
Scooty, what are you doing? Wait a second, Scooty. Just toss him. Oh my God! That chair just flew across the ring.
He might have just given Jacob Knight a concussion. Wow. He just tossed it up. Jacob Knight caught it, and he just punched it straight into his face.
Well, thanks for coming, Jacob Knight.
Yeah, he's not going to be moving anytime soon. We got some people out here helping him up a little bit, but a fantastic showing here tonight by Scooty.
We've got, you know, the $1 Million Championship that's going to be on the line. It's going to be Suicide Kid versus Extreme. The title was recently vacated due to a situation that occurred in the power plant. But Suicide Kid was guaranteed a title match, and Melinda Guerrero handpicked his opponent to be Extreme. Yeah, and it's kind of an interesting stipulation. If you remember a couple weeks back, we did have a main event between Suicide Kid and Extreme, and that was interrupted by Die Hard. So, you know, it'll be nice to see this match actually get to be played out all the way. That is going to be pretty nice, because you know, we're not expecting Die Hard to make any pre-match appearances, because Die Hard, he's a consummate professional when it comes to preparing for a match that, you know, has to do with him. So, you know, he's in the back probably trying to warm up or whatever he's doing. Yeah, definitely. And I mean, you can tell that Suicide Kid's excited to be here. You know, he's been looking forward to getting this match done. Hopefully for him, getting that gold around his waist. He's been blowing up Twitter again. You know, talking about how explicit might have dodged a bullet by not having to be in this match here with him here tonight. But you gotta know both these men here tonight are very excited to be in this match. Well, like for Extreme, I mean, with Extreme, he's always been a tag team competitor, so it's definitely, you know, he's got to be hungry for that singles title, and this is Extreme's opportunity now to, you know, get his hands on the singles. Yeah, and I believe this is actually his first match that was for a singles title. Yeah, this is his first ever singles title match. And it's almost right up his alley, and the match title even has his name in it because it's an Extreme Rules matchup. Well, aren't you clever? No, I'm just saying. I mean, this is almost right up Extreme's alley. I mean, we've seen Extreme get, no pun intended, but we've seen him get Extreme a couple of times. So as long as he does that again tonight, we could be looking at, you know, what will become an undefeated $1 Million Championship. Well, that's a very good point. But like I said before, it is going to be very nice, and I've been excited to see this match almost as much as our main event, just to see the match actually get completed this time. Like I said before, Die Hard did interrupt it, and that didn't turn out so great for him at the end of our last show last week. But I'm excited to see this match play. I'm very excited to see this. As you see, it is for the $1 Million Championship, and the referee showing both of them that the title is on the line. We are about to get this match underway, and for what I'm sure is going to be a very, very exciting matchup. No doubt about it. This is going to be one heck of a good match here. And Extreme and Suicide here, standing tie up. Look at this. Brute strength of Extreme there gets the better of the situation into a big German suplex. Now that's something that Suicide Kid's gonna have to get used to again. You know, this is
he's used to being an underdog. He's always smaller, but he's almost always faster too. So and I've said this before, you take on somebody that's bigger and stronger than you by being faster and more agile than they are. Even against somebody like Extreme. Extreme is somebody that you don't see somebody like him very much. He's big and strong, but he's also got that quickness too.
He's a very big, strong, fast guy, and he's one of a kind, to say the least, with a single-handed spine buster.
That's fantastic strength.
Look at this, he's got him up. But wait, Suicide Kid counters with look like a kind of front base, a downward spiral, so to say.
You don't do this very much, do you?
No, I only do it every week.
Right. Suicide Kid, taking advantage of that Extreme rule stipulation, jumps out and grabs a kendo stick right across the dome of Extreme. Making a statement right there with that kendo stick.
Well, Suicide Kid has to show that he can, stay, hardcore. He's got to be able to live up to the name of being Extreme, and well, for Extreme, he's really got to live up to the name because it's his name.
Right. You can kind of see a little bit of an uppercut there to Extreme, and Extreme taken right back to him. Off the ropes and a giant spine buster. I think his head landed on that kendo stick.
I think so too. That could give you, as you said about the concussion that Jacob Knight may have suffered, which we did receive word that he is all right. He didn't receive a concussion, but they are checking him out right now. But wait a second, Extreme, a big full Nelson.
And it might have something to do with how light Suicide Kid is, but he just throws him around the ring, going for the cover. Only not even a 1 count, but the strength of Extreme is just extraordinary.
Well, every move that Extreme does is high impact, and that's what makes him so dangerous. Because when you again, he attempted that spine buster, but Suicide Kid was able to counter quickly. Goes for cover here. 1, 2, and Suicide Kid Extreme kicks out at a 2 count.
But just Suicide Kid keeping him down for a 2 count, that's something in and of itself.
That is. It's very impressive. And Suicide Kid, he's always high energy, always very high octane. He's always, trying to think 2 steps ahead. He's always trying to keep the pace.
Yeah, definitely kind of see Extreme's abdomen getting stretched out a little bit there when he was in that tree of woe position. A couple kicks to the gut and then a nice enziguri kick to the back of the head of Extreme. And a springboard. He caught him with a reverse neck breaker going for the pin.
Is this going to be it here? Extreme kicks out at 2 again. And a kick to the back of the leg. Nothing pretty or fancy about it.
Just he's really trying to take it to Extreme in a jumping arm breaker there. And like I said before, Suicide might have what it takes. He does have the charisma and the skill definitely to compete at the level that Extreme is at for being somebody that hasn't really been in the market that long.
Well, like the great thing with Suicide Kid that he's doing in this match is he's not trying to lift Extreme. He's just, doing moves that he can do from a regular standing base or with the leverage of like a big springboard.
Wow. He jumped to the top rope. He just jumped to the top rope. That's fantastic.
Wait a second, Extreme caught him with a big clothesline, just like that, the difference maker. And now Extreme, he's got him up in a big backbreaker and then twists him back the other way from where he was going. Now Extreme, is on the offensive here, but now Suicide Kid counters.
Yeah, and Extreme, he does get the counter there in the corner, a nice punch right to the top of the head, but Suicide again getting the counter.
And it comes down to the whole speed factor, like you were saying. Suicide Kid he's a lot faster than Extreme in the sense of weight because he's a lot lighter.
Yeah, and Suicide is really good at something that I've said before also. That's using your opponent's skills and something that most people consider a good thing for that person against them. Their body weight and height, that sort of thing. But when you can take somebody like Extreme down just by either eliminating their base or using their leverage against them, that's not something you can really teach. That's something that you figured out just from being in the ring, being around people that are bigger than you, and that's something that he's dealt with his entire career. But a big backstabber there by Extreme.
A huge backstabber there. And Suicide Kid, Looks like he was phased by it, but not by much, and a big kick to the face. And another acai for himself there, using the ropes as, you know, leverage to springboard.
And when you can use the ring as a tag team partner for yourself, a big missed dropkick there. When you can use it as a tag team partner per se, and you know that the ring is something that can help you, that's really going to help you in a match when you can learn to use your surroundings and your environment as something to help you during your match.
And look at Suicide Kid, he's on the outside there. What's he looking
for? Something. You get a chair?
He has a chair. But wait, Extreme takes the chair right out of his hands. He went to hit him with it, but Suicide Kid grabbed it.
Oh! A giant chair shot right to the top of the head.
Wait a second, Extreme, what's he gonna do? Trips him up, face first, right onto the edge of the ring apron.
But you could kind of see Extreme holding his head a little bit. You could tell that rang his bell, and here he's got Suicide up against the barrier. Oh, sends him over into the crowd.
Talk about getting up close and personal with the fans.
Wow. Trying to get back over, and he falls back into where he's supposed to be. But Suicide Kid again, just taking it right back to him.
As you see, Extreme trying to battle back here. I think his bell's still a little shook from, you know, hitting his head like that.
Yeah, and I think that a big portion of the reason why he threw Suicide into the crowd, it wasn't even to try to cause damage. I think it was just to stall a little bit so he could kind of figure out where he was.
And I guess he knows exactly where he is now, because that fall-away slam just met its mark right on the outside mat. And folks, that padding on the outside, it's not a very thick pad. It's a very thin pad. Yeah,
and below that is just straight concrete. So being dropped from 6 feet, 7 feet up in the air, being thrown from 7 feet up in the air, landing on that just straight onto your back, that's not good. I think that's a table over there that Extreme pulled out from underneath the ring.
It does look like he pulled a table out there. And look at Extreme, a kick to the abdomen, then a kick to the and right to the head.
I think he just took a crutch from somebody in the crowd.
I think he did. He's showing that he's hardcore. That's what he's doing right now. He's showing that he is hardcore. But Suicide Kid with that big running DDT.
And I believe his head landed on the corner of that table. That's face up. That's got that metal port sticking straight up. Wow, that could have caused some serious damage to Extreme.
And a big flurry of kicks there. Now Extreme is getting hammered away here by Suicide Kid. You know, and I gotta hand it to Suicide tonight. I mean, he's really taking it to Extreme.
Yeah, he sure is. Somebody that we've said before that is much larger, much stronger, and he's not backing down from a fight. Another big headshot with that steel chair, and he's got that on his ankle.
Oh,
he might have just broken his ankle.
That is not good for Extreme, because Extreme needs that leg power.
Yeah, that base. When you take a base out of somebody that's, you know, that's bigger, that relies on keeping, trying to be stronger than the opponent as opposed to being faster. If you take that base out, they're not gonna have much to work with. But it doesn't appear to have phased him too much.
Well, Extreme again. Oh, a huge Hurricane Rana from the ring apron there to the outside. I mean, Extreme has taken several shots to the head, you know, in all general areas of the arena so far.
I mean, you can really tell how bad he wants this title, though, because he keeps getting back up, keeps getting to his feet. Here's again up to his feet. Suicide Kid, a springboard, and it's reversed by Extreme.
And now Extreme whips Suicide into the ropes. He goes to catch him with the spinebuster, but Suicide Kid again 2 steps ahead here, shutting Extreme down.
And that big DDT, those headshots with that steel chair, and then that kendo stick right across the dome. I think that's starting to get to Extreme a little bit.
Look at that! He picked the ankle that he stomped on with that steel chair. I mean, like I said, I got to hand it to Suicide Kid. He is definitely, you know, he's stopping Extreme from getting some momentum going. And
yeah.
Wait a second, now Extreme, another big full Nelson there, just buying himself some time, going for the cover. Again, Suicide Kid kicks out for even a 1 count.
Yeah, and that's really something that I didn't see coming in this match. I not to take anything away from Suicide Kid, but I kind of expected Extreme to be doing a little bit better.
That is very true. I mean, Extreme just kind of holding a rest hold there, and Again, Suicide Kid powers himself out of it.
Well, Suicide Kid did say he was hitting up the gym, and he looks like he's put on some muscle, because he's just lifted Extreme to the top rope. He's definitely built up some strength, and a springboard catches the Hurricane Rana, whips him straight down, and back up to the top rope, and a big moonsault splash right onto Extreme. And Extreme is just getting to his feet. Looks dazed. This is not going well for him at all.
And another huge Hurricane Rana for Extreme, or to Extreme, you know, and again, it's just like Extreme just can't get into a rhythm here, and he needs a rhythm. And Suicide Kid attempts, but Extreme, a huge power bomb.
That might be it.
1, 2, almost a 3 count.
You saw Suicide Kid going for that Hurricane Rana one more time, and apparently that was one time too many. Extreme saw that coming, caught him with a giant power bomb. Looked like the back of his head landed on that steel chair.
Wait a second, Suicide Kid, suicide note to Extreme. Could this be it? He's dragging him away from the ropes.
That's smart, because I mean he's got those big long arms, and apparently he's a lot better than going for the pin.
Why is he not pinning Extreme? Just pin him.
Saw him go for a chair shot, and Extreme took advantage of him, you know, wasting that time, and he hit him with that big kick, and he's setting up that table over in the corner. Trying to, anyway.
As you see now, Suicide Kid has the table there. Now Suicide Kid is setting up the table. You know, I think if Suicide Kid would have pinned Extreme off of the suicide note,
I think that would have been it. And you gotta wonder what he's thinking, and if whatever he's trying to do is going to cost him, because there's that backstabber again.
And wait a second. Extreme. He's getting him to his feet here. Could it be the memory eraser kick to the abdomen?
He's got him up.
I don't like the thanks for coming, Suicide Kid. A big rotating one.
Kind of threw him. The back of his head like landed against that. He's going for it again. Oh my gosh! Once wasn't enough. He's got him up again, and
threw him right into the table. But
the back of his head against that table, and one, two. Oh, I'm shocked that wasn't the end of it right there. The back of his head hit against that table, and it didn't break. So you kind of. It didn't even give, like, you know, if it would have broken, it would have given a little bit, maybe it would have been a little bit of a softer landing, but the back of his head just cracked against it.
Well, Extreme, you know, he should have pinned him after that first one. I don't think that Suicide Kid would have kicked out after the first one, but the fact that he kicked out of 2 of them after hitting the corner of the table like that is very impressive.
Yeah, that's pretty incredible.
I'm just, you know, this match is, you know, it's almost pretty one-sided here. Extreme, like I said, he just hasn't been able to get into a rhythm. The big moves that he's hit have just kind of been last resort moves.
Yeah, definitely. Nice, another neck breaker there by Suicide Kid. Jumps to the outside. Springboard in. He was looking for that Hurricane Rana. Looks like he kind of got him with a kick instead, but it was enough to take Extreme down.
Yeah, it wasn't the entire springboard that he was looking for. Was
there he
looking
goes
at
again
it
with
again there. Wait, Suicide Kid was out on his feet.
Yeah, looks a little bit dazed from his own move.
Oh, and another quick Hurricane Rana there.
And this has got to be tearing up the body of Extreme, although he does get a nice little reversal there.
Now Extreme looks like he might be in the better situation. A big T-bone suplex.
One of these men is going to have to give soon. I don't see this lasting much longer.
Now the wear and tear on these bodies is phenomenal. And then Extreme out of nowhere.
The Suicide Kid looks like he's done for, because again Extreme setting up this giant power slam. Ooh. That's got to be it. He's got to be done. What's he doing?
Not sure what he was doing.
Why didn't he go for the pin?
I think now they're just trying to upstage each other here, but wait, Suicide Kid He's gonna try a super. He's got Extreme up in a suplex right through the table.
Oh my God! That was a stalling suplex on Extreme.
He came prepared. Suicide Kid came prepared.
That's incredible.
Do
we do drug testing here? Because he's got to be on steroids or something. He just lifted Extreme over his head and held him there.
Well, now he's looking at that suicide note again.
Suicide note again.
Pin him. Pin him.
He's dragging him to the middle of the ring. What's he doing?
Wait a second. He's taunting him.
He wants it one more time.
He's got that chair set up.
Yep.
Kick to the abdomen. Wait a second. He's going for another suicide note. This is a seated suicide note on the chair.
The chair. Oh, that's gotta be it. It's gotta be over. Going for the pin. 1, 2, 3. That's it. That's it. Suicide Kid wins. He just beat Extreme. We have a new $1 million champion.
We do, and you know, it's a good night for Suicide Kid. I think that the match would have ended a lot sooner. I just, you know, unfortunately, Extreme just could not get into a rhythm tonight. He saw
him not come back there, but in the end, it just wasn't enough.
And you know, congratulations again, you know, to Suicide Kid, and hopefully he can keep that belt around his waist. But I would be surprised if Extreme, you know, later on down the road does face him again.
Yeah, this was a fantastic match. I wouldn't be surprised at all to see another meeting between the two of them.
All right, and then you know, on a side note from that match, the match we have coming up next, the tag team title match. There's been a lot of controversy as of late between AC Arthurs and Rick Wall. You know, and it's in large fault to the team that's coming back in, and that, you know, and the Sparks brothers, like I was saying, you know, they're a very large part as to why the Clique, you know, maybe, I don't know, I mean, maybe it isn't the Sparks brothers' fault that the Clique is having this problem communicating. I mean, last week, AC Arthurs and Brick Wall, you know, they did good in their match, but they still came up short to the Sparks brothers.
Yeah, and I'm not sure if it's a miscommunication error or, like you said, if it's something to do with the Sparks brothers, but it's totally throwing the Clique off their game.
It is, and right now we're at the point where it's so important for them to work together the right way.
Well, I guess we'll see how they're doing. Doesn't look like they're miscommunicating very much right now, but here they are coming down to the ring, so I guess we will definitely find out how this goes down. And going into this match, I did talk to Arthur's a little bit, and he said that there was some miscommunication, that they had some problems with each other, and they kind of settled their differences. They talked about it. They had a few good days of practice, so I mean, I guess we'll see if that does turn out to be true. Otherwise, it ends up not being quite like what Arthur said. I didn't get a chance to talk to him at all, but if it's not quite what Arthur said, we might see some new tag team champions walking out tonight.
Exactly, and it's pretty important. I don't want to take away from the Sparks brothers, but I don't want to take away from the Clique either. I mean, I like both of these teams, but there can only be one set of champions.
Yeah, and right off the bat, Arthur just tagged himself in.
See, and that's what I'm talking about, the miscommunication here between the tag team champions, the current champions. I don't understand why they're having such miscommunication, and, you know, Bucky Sparks doing the right thing here, taking advantage of the situation.
It's just right off the bat, he didn't even get a chance to walk across the ring. He let Brick Wall stay in the ring, and they rang the bell, and he tagged himself in.
I was thinking we were going to get to see the two powerhouses go at it, but AC Arthur's took it upon himself, you know, to tag himself in.
Yeah, apparently he wasn't agreeing with that so much.
AC Arthur's is trying to get all over the place. He tried to hit Shane there, but Shane dropped off the apron, so he did not get struck.
Yeah, wisely jumping off the ring apron, but you could kind of see him reaching in, trying to get either grab a hold of Arthur's or at least get in his face, get a little distraction, so he could have a chance for his brother to stand back up and get back into this match.
Well, they saw Brick Wall got into the ring there for a second. And now Bucky Sparks is, has his attention on brick wall, but now switched back to AC Arthurs. And just a huge, freestyle, lift there, but brick wall with a punch to the back of the head.
He just clocked him in the back of the head. Apparently the ref didn't see that because that's definitely not legal.
That is definitely in no way, shape, or form. I mean, that could give somebody brain damage. And with brick wall being a former Golden Glove boxer, I mean, imagine,
It's brick wall. Did he just tag himself in?
He just tagged himself in. He just, as Arthurs was getting ready to do a move, again, there's this animosity between these guys. I don't understand why.
I don't know, but we do have definite communication here between the Sparks brothers, and brick wall has felt this move before. He got Shane jumping coast to coast and a big kick right to the face.
And it's so great seeing Shane Sparks fly because he's such a small guy and he can fly all the way across the ring with ease, and it's so great to see him do it.
Yeah, it's definitely fun to watch. We were talking about how Suicide Kid was bouncing all over the ring, and Shane has that same quality with that Cristo wearing down his opponent, and he can slow down. That's the great thing about Shane. Even if he were just a singles competitor, he would still be a fantastic in-ring technician because of his capabilities. He can slow it down and really take it to his opponent, or he can speed it up and fly around the ring like we just saw moments ago.
That's one of the things that the Sparks brothers have. They have that power and the speed advantage. I mean, I know we said that Suicide Kid is fast, but Shane Sparks is extremely fast. I mean, when he gets flying, you got to put a brick wall in front of him to stop him, which, no pun intended there, the brick wall is, kind of pounding away on Shane Sparks here.
Yeah, and I think that's a quality that the Clique is really lacking. They do have that powerhouse in brick wall. I mean, don't get me wrong, he's big and just getting shoved off the top rope by Bucky, but he is big and he does have that strength and height advantage and weight advantage over most of his opponents. But the thing that the Sparks brothers really have over the Clique is the fact that Shane has so much more speed and agility and flexibility as opposed to AC Arthurs.
Ooh, and that one-arm choke, and Arthurs again taking himself in off that one-arm choke slam there. Arthur's going for the cover.
Trying to steal one from his teammate? I think Brick Wall wasn't going to take too much of that either.
It looked like Brick Wall just broke up that pin. That's what it looked like to me. It looked like he just broke that pin.
It did. Well, I mean, with good reason in my mind. He had him down. He might have had him down for the count right there, but Arthur's decided he wanted to go for that pin.
I'm not sure what Arthur's mentality is right now. I mean, I love the showstopper, but I mean, he's being very distant towards Brick Wall. I mean, he worked himself away from the corner where Brick Wall was, and any good tag team knows the best way to be successful is to stay near your partner.
Yeah, and a little bit of an underhanded move there by Brick Wall. I'm sort of confused as to, what they have in their minds as, what they're okay with doing, because this is a team that was very fair, very straightforward when it came to tag team matches. I mean, when we saw them against TCO, they were very clean, and that was not a very clean move there by Brick Wall. He just jumped in the ring and
quick roll up here. Brick Wall in to break it up there.
But like I was saying, he just jumped in the ring and gave a big German suplex to Shane Sparks when he was turning the other direction. So I'm not really sure I understand what they've got in their mind is, what they find to be okay, and I guess that's that lack of communication thing again. A big spot by Arthurs.
It feels like they're oh my god!
Both superstars being turned inside out.
That
Shane back to his feet, but wow.
I'm in awe of that. I'm surprised that nobody broke their neck on that. I mean, did you see the way that Shane Sparks turned and AC Arthurs? I mean, it was bad.
Well, you saw Shane go for that spinning wheel kick right as Arthurs was going for that kick off the top rope, and they just sort of collided in midair.
And Shane Sparks getting a much-needed tag to Bucky. Bucky a big right hand there to AC Arthurs. And our camera just cut out, but Brick Wall pulled the rope there.
Wow. Wow.
And now, you know, Bucky going after. Look, the raw power of Bucky Sparks there just lifts AC Arthur's up, playing some face first, but Arthur's countered from the ground there.
And up against the ropes, underneath again. And he was going for that big calf kick, but Bucky was able to counter in a giant roundhouse kick right to the face, but I think he got the eye. I think he just got the thumb in the eye of Bucky. I'm kind of surprised the ref didn't see that either.
And look at that, just nothing clean about that whip to the outside. I mean, that was just dirty. And well, now I guess the Clique is going to work as an actual tag team now.
Although Rick Wall did just have Bucky in a little kind of a tie-up, but AC Arthur's broke that too. I'm not sure.
Tonight is a very, you know, this is a huge night for the power plant. Now it looks like the Clique is, maybe they're starting to realize that their tag team titles are actually in jeopardy, because the Sparks Brothers have a very good chance of, you know, winning.
Right, but
keep this up.
You saw that they were kind of having some tag team communication, but Shane stepping in and cleaning house, which is saying a lot for a small guy. But he just got dropped straight on his back there by AC Arthur's on the concrete.
And in the ring here, Bucky going for the cover. And Brick Wall kicks out before a 1 count.
AC Arthur's up against our... Oh, wow. Big kick here by Shane right in front of us in front of our announce table. I think he's heading back to his corner. Bucky's got a Brick Wall in a precarious situation, had him up on that top rope, and a big kick right to the back of the cover.
You know, this match, it's definitely got the element of animosity between the teammates here, or between the Clique. But I mean, with the Sparks Brothers, I mean, they're working together pretty well. I mean, we've got Shane Sparks coming in to help Bucky when needed, and the big right hand hook there from Brick Wall, a huge right hand hook, just completely dropped Bucky Sparks.
I'm not sure Bucky knows where he is right now.
Now Brick Wall showing his power on Bucky there, just lifts him up with that choke slam, or that single-handed kind of choke toss, choke slam. I mean, it's just, this night has just been crazy. I mean, with the matches we saw earlier, and, you know, the Clique is not working as a very, you know, good team right now.
Yeah, they're not being very productive in terms of being able to, in communication and, you know, how they're going about trying to keep their opponents down, and I'm like I've said before, I'm not really sure I understand what's going through their minds right now.
I mean, Bucky Sparks is, you know, he's being isolated, but as you saw, Shane Sparks, he got right in the ring and broke up the submission. A good teammate, if Arthur was being a good teammate, he would have went over there and made sure that, you know, Shane couldn't break up the submission. Yeah,
and like we saw earlier with Brick Wall taking down Bucky, and Arthur stepping into the ring, and going for the cover after Brick Wall had him down, and Brick Wall breaking up his own teammate's pin. This has been one hell of a night.
Yeah, they're definitely breaking down for the Clique, but look at that. As Brick Wall was whipping him to the corner, Arthur's just, you know, what is Arthur's doing? I mean, Arthur stopped, you know, Bucky Sparks as he was going to the corner, grabbed him, and Brick Wall refused to do anything. And now Bucky with a big side slam there. And look at this. Now, Arthur's just broke up Bucky's combination elbows there, but into the corner where Shane Sparks is, and now Shane Sparks getting back into the matchup here. This is that tag team chemistry we were talking about.
Yeah, and this is something that the Clique has been lacking the entire match. And Shane going for that quick pin.
Could we have? Oh, we almost had new tag team champions there.
Yeah, and just going back to what happened a few seconds ago, I'm still in shock. I mean, Bucky just deadlifted Brick Wall. He just deadlifted him. He's dead weight. He just picked him straight up. Brick Wall is not a small man by any stretch of the imagination.
Exactly, and you know, Brick Wall right now is doing great against Shane Sparks, but I mean, when you get Bucky against him, it's a different story, and it makes you wonder. Now again, AC Arthurs tags himself in.
Yeah, it's just this communication errors that they're having between the two of them. And Shane kind of did take out Brick Wall, and you know, now he's going right at AC Arthurs in their own tag team's corner, and Brick Wall is just standing there watching it happen.
Yeah, he just watched AC Arthurs get drop kicked in the face into the cover here. 1, 2, and look at that. Brick Wall did not even move from the apron.
No, he wasn't even close to being interested about what was going on in the ring.
Oh, and was that a spinning wheel kick to the back of the head?
I'm fairly sure it was.
And now AC Arthurs here trying to build up a little bit of momentum. He's got Shane Sparks in the corner. Now he's got him
up to that top rope.
Yeah, in that seated position. And Brick Wall broke it up.
I'm fairly sure he just clocked his own partner in the back of the head.
Wait a second, what is Brick Wall doing?
Stepping in the ring. He's not even a legal man. What is he doing?
He just sabotaged his own partner, and now the Cristo is locked in. And like we've said so many times, that the Cristo will it bends your body into ways that it's not supposed to be bent. Now, huge clothesline there, and then big springboard.
It's devastating. It's a devastating move. It torques things in directions they're not supposed to go, and it cuts off all the blood from the brain. So you're starting to block out. You just kind of tip over.
Well, I mean, like right now, I mean, the Sparks brothers are, you know, they're, like, I mean, yeah, they get down a little bit, but as you see, they just come right back.
Yeah, and you see right there, that crucifix, he's going for the pin, holding it. And, oh my gosh, I thought we had new tag team champions.
I thought we did too there. And,
I thought
Brick Wall may have realized the gold was actually, you know, in jeopardy there. And he broke it last second.
He realized what was important to him there for the... Oh, good lord. Shane Sparks just got kicked out of midair. That's ridiculous.
And now Shane Sparks counters. And again, Shane Sparks back up to that corner. Brick Wall's just standing there again.
Yeah,
watching his partner get drop kicked.
Same drop kick. It's the same one that he just hit, and Brick Wall just watched him do it. Again, realizing what was important to him and stepping into the ring, you know, he didn't exactly, AC Arthurs didn't exactly need the help at that point, but Shane Sparks stepping up and taking it to him right now.
Well, it seems like with Brick Wall, it seems like he's conflicted. I don't think he knows what he should do in this situation. You know, he's been down this road before with, you know, Die Hard. But, I mean, even when he was tagging with Die Hard or Jordan, when, you know, Jordan was in TCO, or even James for that matter, they weren't this cold during the match to him.
Yeah, and I think part of it is the fact that he's seeing what Arthurs has done to him and how Arthurs is treating him. I think Arthurs just kind of feels like he's, you know, being dragged down by Brick Wall. And I mean, I don't understand how that is, how that could be true. They're tag team champions, but I mean, you know, to each his own. But with the way that they're acting, it seems like Brick Wall wants to be doing the same things to Arthurs, but at the same time he doesn't lose that gold. But he's got that tilt-a-whirl armbar locked in right now, and Brick Wall stepping in to break up the submission.
Yeah, I mean that could have been it right there. I mean, when from that tilt-a-whirl position alone, you're put in a lot of pain, and then with the armbar being added onto it, and yeah, look at this, a quick roll up there, going for the cover, and Brick Wall breaks up at a 1 count.
Only a 1 count, but like I was saying, I think Brick Wall is definitely conflicted.
Oh, hands down, he's definitely conflicted. I don't think he really knows what to do. I mean, at this point in time, he would have been holding his hand out for a tag, but he's just kind of standing there, just waiting.
Yeah, and you can see that Bucky over there in his corner, you can see that he's wanting to help his brother, his teammate right now, get involved in this match and try and help him out. But they do kind of have him isolated to a point, but I think Shane has had most of the control of this match.
Yeah, I mean, this has been nothing but good for the Sparks brothers. And, you know, Brick Wall, yes, he is holding his own against Shane Sparks right now, but if Shane Sparks starts getting some momentum, that's when, and speak of, you know, gaining momentum here, as I was saying, if Shane Sparks starts to get momentum, that's when it can be bad. And now Brick Wall's going to taste that drop kick from Shane Sparks. Right from the top rope, close range, right to the chest.
Brick Wall right back to his feet, and Shane not letting him get anywhere with that. Those repeated kicks to the head, and then following it up, he's got that arm tied up, and a big kick right to the gut.
And look, and as you see, I mean, Shane Sparks is just kind of picking his spots here, and now Brick Wall trying to use a little bit of that boxing background, trying to gain an advantage over Shane Sparks.
Yeah, and I guess they can only look at, and they meaning Brick Wall and AC Arthurs, they can only look at this as they don't really have a tag team partner anymore. They're kind of in a handicap match almost. And a quick roll up by Shane. Arthurs didn't even move. He just stood there. He didn't move an inch.
Bucky got in there, but yeah. Arthurs did not move at all.
I mean, Bucky got in, kind of expecting Arthurs to try to break up the pin, and he didn't act like he cared. Oh! I think it was a nice kick. And a big springboard, and kind of a corkscrew center. And then a big kick to the back. Shane's really taking control of this match.
And another quick roll
again.
Oh, now Arthurs gets in the ring here, breaks it up at the 1 count. I mean, and now, like I was saying earlier, if Shane Sparks gets momentum going, that's when it's dangerous, because when he starts going fast, when he starts doing the fast moves, that's when he's the most dangerous, and right now he's picking up the pace.
Yeah, he sure is. Got him whipped over into that corner. Brick Wall's kind of helpless there in the corner, and again, as I was saying before, they kind of have to, at least Brick Wall has to look at this as a handicap match, because he doesn't have a tag team partner.
Wait a second, Bucky looks like he's going for the saving grace.
And that's a fantastic move, especially from onto somebody as big as Brick Wall is. I'm not sure why he didn't go for this cover though.
It looks like maybe he was thinking about tagging in Shane. Wait, Shane called Brick Wall to his feet. He got him back up to his feet, and now Bucky there with that modified side slam, and now he's going for his 3 elbow drops, and then that 3rd jumping elbow drop. That's 292 pounds jumping on your chest.
Yeah, and landing with all of their force, all of their weight on their elbow, driven into the heart. That I don't even want to think about it.
And look at this. I mean, the sheer strength.
Oh my God.
Sheer strength right here. Just physically manhandling Brick Wall, a former $1 million champion, a former tag team champion. And now he's
somebody that's twice the size of most of the people in this matchup right now.
And now, look at Arthurs. He dropped right off the apron. It's almost as if Arthurs isn't even interested in helping Brick Wall anymore.
Well, you kind of saw Bucky head over to that corner. He probably thought he was coming for him, but he showed no interest in being involved with Bucky in any way. And I can't really blame him for that.
Well, again, it looks like Bucky's looking at it again. He's going for another saving grace on Brick Wall. Another huge saving grace. Now Bucky's dragging him away here.
Oh, I thought he was dragging him away from the ropes, but he kind of moved towards the ropes. It looks like he's going to tag Shane in. Yep.
Oh, Shane's got tagged in. Shane's hitting the top rope here. Not sure what's going on. Oh! The Brick Wall trying to fight back here.
He's knocked Shane down to the floor.
Oh, and a huge throwback.
A little bit of a distraction there by Bucky, playing some mind games with Brick Wall. And like you said, a very nice throwback there by Shane. A nice pullback Hurricane Rana going to the top rope, and he hits the senton bomb. This is going to be it. He's going for the pin, and Arthur's just dropped down.
2. Almost a 3 count, but oh wow, look at Arthurs. Brick Wall kicked out, on sheer instinct.
Arthurs doesn't look like he's even close to being interested about trying to help his partner right now.
Look at that, and Shane whipped him towards Arthurs. Arthurs could have at that time tagged himself in and maybe helped Brick Wall out instead of sabotaging every move that he did.
Yeah, and I don't. really, really surprised me that wasn't the match right there.
I'm very shocked too. I mean, and as you see, you know, Shane Sparks, he was a little groggy on his feet there. Big kick to the face on brick wall.
Yeah,
Pulled it back into a kick.
Giant kick right across the chest. That chest that's already got to be lit up from not only just the kicks that he's been given to Brick Wall throughout this match, but that huge swanton bomb that landed straight down on his chest. He's got to be in a lot of pain. And he's going for that tilt-a-whirl armbar. He's got it locked in, but Brick Wall wisely rolling out of that really fast.
Yeah, luckily for Brick Wall, he was able to get out of that, but Sparks there with a quick roll-up again at a 2. Almost I thought that was a 3. I thought that was definitely a 3.
I think I saw his hand hit for the 3. I'm not sure why that's not the match.
That was very close. I mean, 2 and, you know, 8/9. I mean, that was definitely, I saw his hand hit.
You don't want to hurt yourself with all that math, though.
Look, it's a quick roll-up there. Oh, it would have looked like a roll. It looked like it ended up being a senton powerbomb. And now Sparks to the top rope again. An attempted senton bomb, but Brick Wall was able to counter it.
And Brick Wall is really trying to hang in this match because I think he feels that he's in it alone right now.
Well, I don't blame him. I mean, I have not seen Arthur's move from that spot except for when he dropped off the apron. And that was almost 5 minutes ago.
Yeah, well, and when he was avoiding helping his partner out of a pin that I thought was going to end the match. That's the last time he really moved.
Wait a second, Brick Wall. He looks like he's trying to get in the zone here. He looks like he's going for that ball and elbow. And Bucky, I thought Bucky was going to stop it there, but I guess Bucky's going to let it go through in the ball and elbow. I'm not sure what Bucky's thinking here. Yeah. Well, Arthur's grabbed him. Oh, you got to believe Brick Wall was looking for the driller.
Brick Wall was setting up his finishing maneuver, and Arthur's just interrupted it, and Shane took him out of the match forward, and then he rocked on top of Brick Wall,
and then he takes down Arthur.
Huge DDT. Shane Sparks just clean house. That was amazing.
You know, and the sad part about that is that, you know, Shane Sparks is smaller than both Arthur's and Brick Wall. I mean, he's the smallest guy in this matchup, and he's taking it. He is taking it to the click.
Yeah, and correct me if I'm wrong, but I'm fairly sure he's the smallest man in the power plant.
That I would agree. And then, wait a second, Brick Wall looking for that big right hook again. Brick Wall, what's he thinking? He's doing a little backflip in here.
Gotta wonder what he's trying to set up, what he's trying to think right now.
But again, Shane Sparks, the momentum shift here, and then the Cristo,
again,
just like that,
it
momentum back to the Sparks brothers.
He locked that one in deep. Brick Wall wasn't moving at all. He stands him back up against the ropes, and a devastating wheel kick
that
right to the top.
Yeah, that was such a devastating. Look at that. I mean, Sparks whipping to the corner. You know, Arthur's could have tagged himself in. And now Sparks is gonna fly with a Hurricane Rana.
Picking up the pace a little bit more here again against Brick Wall. Whips him again against the ropes, and another devastating wheel kick. Brick Wall isn't moving this time.
I mean, as you see, I mean, Shane Sparks, he's getting in that zone here. When we first saw him debut, you know, he took it to Extreme. Unfortunately, Extreme did win, but you know, he took it to Extreme, and he's showing that he can fight the big guys. And look at that, he just took 2 guys down at the same time.
You know, I've never seen somebody, you know, a tag team more comfortable wrestling in their opponent's corner as I've seen in this match.
Exactly, and as Brick Wall might have been sensing that crucifix was coming, and he was able to counter it. And Brick Wall hits the driller there. You got to believe this is it. Brick Wall hooks the leg. Sparks, Bucky gets in the ring. 1, 2, and he breaks it up with an elbow drop. And now things are getting exciting.
Bucky moving a little bit slow there. You can tell that he's getting worn out from this match. I mean, we've been going for almost a half an hour already. This is a 25-ish minute match. I mean, this is getting kind of long for a big guy.
Exactly, and I mean, as you saw, I mean, just a few moments ago there, just a quick second ago, Arthur's, you know, tagged himself back in, and now Brick Wall arguing with the referee. I mean, this has not been a night for the Click. You know, they just can't seem to get, you know, like I said, they can't. Like I said about Extreme earlier, they can't get a rhythm going. And with the Click, I mean, they get their rhythm going alone. You know, when they're alone, they're not getting the tag team rhythm going.
Yeah, definitely. They can kind of get themselves going. And if this were a one-on-one matchup, you know, maybe Brick Wall or AC Arthurs would have won this match. But you know, they sure as heck haven't had much help from their partners.
Exactly, and that's unfortunate, you know, because they are the tag team champions. And again, that Cristo is the difference maker in this match. I mean, just like that, the speed of Shane Sparks. I mean, he can just out of nowhere catch you with so many moves, and then a big drop kick right to the side of the head, putting separation between Brick Wall and AC Arthurs. And now Brick Wall extending his hand for a tag here.
I'm not sure he wants to tag as much. He just wants Arthurs close enough that he can tag himself back in again.
That is very possible. And let's see, what is he going to do? The crucifix again, off the ropes. A little bit of miscommunication there, it looked like.
I think Arthurs got turned around a little bit sooner than Sparks would have liked, but a great power slam there by AC Arthurs.
What's AC Arthurs doing? He's in the corner. Could he be setting up the play of the day here? This is also known as the showstopper.
He hits it.
Wait a second.
Falls in the ring. Now he goes to the pin.
And the referee is being distracted.
Bucky had him a little bit distracted there, and that might have just saved the match there for his brother.
If there was ever a good time to distract the referee, that was the time.
Yeah, the Sparks brothers really aren't ones to... Oh my gosh! Brick Wall just punched his own partner. Oh!
Big wheel kick there.
Wow! He just interrupted the mounted corner punches that AC Arthurs he had going, and then you know, Shane takes advantage of it and hits him with that big wheel kick. This is really not a night at all for Click.
Oh no, and then that snap DDT with AC Arthurs, he kicks out the knee and then DDT, so I don't know if you really had to kick out the knee of Shane Sparks. I mean, Shane Sparks is a lot shorter than AC Arthurs, and that big boot in the corner there.
Yeah, and I mean, you can see that the Arthurs is clearly getting frustrated, and he just got shoved off the rope, very much like what Brick Wall did earlier, or had done to him from Bucky. But and again, that Cristo being locked in, and he's taking him down.
You know, and it's almost like we're seeing the self-destruction here of the Click. I mean, the Sparks brothers, they've made their tags when they need them, and they're getting each other into the match. And now AC Arthurs, what's he going to do here? He runs in with a big chop block to the back of the leg. I mean, AC Arthurs, he needs to pick up the pace or something. They got to get a flow going here. And an actual tag team move from, you know, the current tag team champions. Brick Wall held his foot up there.
I think that's the first actual tag we've seen from them in the entire match.
It is. And that's unfortunate because, you know, we're almost 30 minutes into this matchup, and that's the first tag team move they've done in the entire match.
I mean, you know, I'm not sitting here trying to say that, you know, every move should be a double team move and you shouldn't give your opponent much chance, but Brick Wall hit that driller, but wisely Shane reached over and grabbed that bottom rope to cause the rope break.
Now Brick Wall just trying to hammer down on Shane Sparks. I mean, Shane Sparks, he's got no quit, especially in this match. I mean, the Sparks brothers want those titles, and they're definitely, you know, showing that they want them because they're hanging in there. And with Shane Sparks being as small as he is, he's hanging in there extremely well.
Yeah, and like we said, for somebody his size, a big elbow drop there by Brick Wall. I mean, Brick Wall is twice his size, and Shane is still staying in this match, but a big lift. He just picked him up with one hand and threw him down. That was incredibly strong.
Now Brick Wall, a basic suplex, but it causes immense amounts of damage.
Especially to somebody that's, you know, that has been through, like we've said, 30 minutes of this match and is already tired and beaten and has been somewhat isolated for the last several minutes from his partner.
Let's see, what's Brick Wall thinking here? Oh, and Brick Wall, another driller. and picks him back up.
I'm not sure what he's thinking. Why didn't he go for the pin right there?
I have no clue. He should have went for the pin. I mean, it didn't look like there would have been a rope break. And as you see, Bucky looked like he was getting a little impatient on the apron.
And that flurry of kicks there by Shane onto Rick Wall, but he makes the tag to his partner, AC Arthur's in the ring. He takes out both the Sparks brothers.
Now Arthur, what's he doing? Wait, Arthur's was walking away, but
wasted too much time.
But Sparks, you know, quickly on the attack here, on the prowl, whips him to the corner. Oh, and a quick kick there. Another kick. And now again, Brick Wall just going to stand there and, oh wait, no, Brick Wall broke it up. Big right hand there.
I think he meaning, oh, he just hit the play of the day. He just hit the showstopper right there, out of nowhere. But like I was saying, I think Shane was getting a little bit too, not really cocky, but too confident, wrestling in the wrong corner. There, like, you know, we've seen all match, and
there's the crucifix.
Rick Wall took advantage of it. Again.
2, wait, Arthur's dropped off the apron. Oh my God.
What just happened?
I'm not sure what just happened. I mean,
we have new tag team champions.
This is something. I mean, this is great for the Sparks brothers. You know, I mean, that crucifix was out of nowhere. The bigger story is, though, why did Arthur just drop it off the apron?
Well, he hits the showstopper, and you know, then he gets out of the ring, and out of nowhere, Shane jumps up and hits that crucifix with the pin. Which, I mean, that's an incredible move. It can, you know, like we said, it can hit out of anywhere too. But I mean, it looked like that they were kind of working together as a team near the end of that match. We saw a lot of communication leading up to that. We saw several tag team, you know, moves together. We saw them communicating, sort of getting tags off, and then as soon as Rick Wall got pinned by that crucifix, Arthur's just dropped off the ropes.
Exactly, and I mean, now Arthur's, maybe he's feeling bad here. He's picking Brick Wall up. Wait a second, what is he saying to him? He's yelling something at him.
He's yelling straight in his face.
Oh my God! Oh my God!
Oh dear God! He just super kicked Brick Wall's head off.
Why? No! Do not do this, Arthur. Do not do this. The play of the day.
Oh! He just did that to his own tag team partner. Brick Wall is face down in the middle of the ring. He's not even moving.
Wait a second. We set him up again.
This is enough.
Enough is enough. Come on. Well, now it's, I guess, AC Arthur's is proud of his actions here. Just kind of staring at Brick Wall as he's walking away here. I don't know what to say to this.
I don't either. I'm shocked. I don't know what just happened.
I mean, just take a look at the replay. I mean, Arthur's picked him up, started yelling at him, and then out of nowhere just kicked him right in with the super kick. He just kicked him right in the face, and you know, he taunted. You know, we thought what was going on, and then all of a sudden he taunts Brick Wall, gets him back to his feet, and then drops him with the play of the day. I mean, there was nothing nice about that. And then again, he was yelling at him, saying something to him. I'm not sure what he was saying.
Something along the lines of, I'm sure what I said earlier about he was talking about. He felt like Brick Wall was dead weight, and again, this move is devastating.
I mean, look at the vertical height. I mean, he got Brick Wall straight up and down, and then just dropped him right onto his face.
Wow, I can't believe what I just saw here. But we do have new tag team champions, and I mean, I guess if nothing else, we have look forward to. Our main event is next, and that is featuring Jordan Moore for the first time ever in a one-on-one match.
You know, and I couldn't have said it any better myself. This is the first time ever Jordan Moore versus Die Hard Power Plant Championship on the line. This is the first time that the Power Champions have ever been in a one-on-one.
Yeah, this is the first time these two have ever faced in any kind of match that involved them being like direct tag team partners or something to that effect. These guys have never faced each other, much less in a one-on-one situation for the Powerplay Championship ever.
As you see Jordan Moore sporting a shirt saying, BTM on his back. I mean, he still evidently believes in the standard of the chosen king, but maybe just falling to the wayside of what Die Hard thinks of him.
Well, and he did talk to me for a little bit the other day, and he says that he's really going through a reshaping period. He says that he's focused on wanting to win the championship. He's focused on trying to beat Die Hard here tonight, but he doesn't believe that he was put into a group called the Chosen Ones for no reason. He doesn't want to step up, be the champion, and then be the same thing that Die Hard. Speaking of bring that title, Jordan has really been talking about going through a reshaping period. He doesn't believe that he's part of. He doesn't believe that he was part of the ones called the Chosen Ones. That he did rise to the top of that group quickly and stayed there for a long time. He is the Chosen One, not part of the Chosen One. So I mean that's kind of a slap in the face to Die Hard. That's true. This is a huge turning point in the book.
It is. This is the last time we see Die Hard win the Powerplay Championship. I mean, Die Hard is unable to pick up the win tonight against Jordan. Then, he's not the champion anymore. And Jordan fulfills his prophecy to become the champion. And it's all going to be on the line. I mean, it is all. It's happening right now. I mean, this is going to be the last time we see Die Hard walk down with the Powerplay Championship around the place.
Yeah, I'm so excited to get this match away. I'm waiting to start this match so we can get this going. I can't even tell you, I'm so excited.
I'm excited too, and it's almost like we're tongue-tied here because I mean there's been so much that's happened tonight, but this is definitely going to take the cake. First time ever, Die Hard, Jordan Moore one-on-one, and now they're circling each other.
On a night full of controversy, and then this is this is how we end the night. I can't. Oh, I'm so excited.
And now, as you see, Die Hard counter Jordan, Jordan counters Die Hard, and now Die Hard again counters Jordan. It's crazy, and Die Hard using that clothesline, just knocking him down, then going with the close fist punch to gain the advantage here.
Well, and even right there off the bat, you can kind of tell how this match is going to go, because right there at the very beginning, you watched both of them trying to kind of out-wrestle each other, per se. And Die Hard got frustrated with the way that was going, and then just ended a little back and forth. Trying to end what little kind of a run that Jordan was going on. And now, again, Jordan, another reversal in the corner, and another reversal by Die Hard. This is going to be very interesting.
Oh yeah, it's going to be interesting to say the least. Die Hard, just a dirty trip there, kicking the back of the leg. I mean, this is going to be intense. Die Hard attempted a clothesline, did not connect, but did knock Jordan Moore back. But Jordan Moore answers with the clothesline, and then a big spine buster from Die Hard.
Goes that quick pin.
There's trying to make short work here of Jordan, but Jordan shoulders up at a 1 count there.
Only a 1 count. But great kick there by Jordan, kind of staggering Die Hard, and over the top, back over the top again. And Die Hard catches himself on the ropes, wisely catching himself on the ropes, so he didn't run into those outreached arms of Jordan Moore.
Look at that, another dirty trip there. I mean, my thing is I'm pulling for Jordan Moore in this one. I mean, I'm not saying that I don't want to see Die Hard win, but as George said, he's old.
Right, and I would be happy to see Jordan win, but it'll be very interesting to see if Die Hard can pull off the win here tonight. He's been training so hard and probably breaking himself down and hurting himself in the process. And I mean, it'll be very interesting to see if he still has what it takes to compete at the level at which Jordan Moore is continually raising the bar up.
And Die Hard just got a 2 count there off of a seated spine buster. We don't usually see Die Hard do a seated spine buster. Usually he just does a standing spinebuster.
Right, and you know that just goes to show how serious he does take Jordan Moore in this situation.
And again, now Dyer clasping his hands together. Jordan Moore, beautiful, beautiful standing drop kick.
he does know how to take advantage of a situation. When he sees an opening, he's going to go after it.
And a quick reversal there by Jordan Moore, keeping the advantage on Dyer with the German suplex. You know,
now, Jordan Moore doing a little bit of taunting.
And for Jordan Moore, this is the ultimate, you know, way of really achieving the level you want to be at when you're, especially when it's based on the power plant. Because for years and years and years, Die Hard, you know, was the guy that, I don't want to say he held down the guys in TCO, because he was, you know, he was in tag team matches with them and things of that nature. But he was always the top dog, and nobody else could have the title. Nobody ever was given the opportunity, and Jordan Moore has that opportunity.
Yeah, and this is the biggest night of his career by far. You know, he's, like we've said before, he is a former CAW champion. He is a former hardcore champion. He is a former tag team champion. He's no stranger to having gold around his waist, but this is what he really wants. This is what his entire career has been building up to.
Well, right now, I mean, he's definitely showing that he's got what it takes to really dish it out to Die Hard. Yeah, there's no quit, definitely no quit in Jordan Moore.
Yeah, and you can just tell by his energy, the way that he's carrying himself, the way that he's taking it from Die Hard. He wants that title bad. And
I don't blame him. I mean, Jordan Moore could be the savior that we all need. He could be the difference maker that we all need. And
yeah, and I completely agree with that. He could be a huge factor here in the power plant as a champion.
And as you see Die Hard again with those close fist punches, you know, just the heel tactic of Die Hard there, just using a close fist to do something.
Yeah, and you do have to respect Die Hard for what he's done and, you know, what he is. And he's going to do whatever it takes to secure that championship. But you know, something that we didn't really touch on at the beginning of this match. Melinda did want to make sure that there is a clear winner coming out of this match, whether it's her husband or not. But she did add a no DQ stipulation in this match, so anything's legal.
And that is correct. Anything and everything is legal. However, rope breaks are in effect.
Yep.
Therefore, you know, if you're on the ropes, then you can't be pinned. But you can use steel chairs, whatever.
We've seen some Extreme Rule match. We've seen a Extreme Rule match rather tonight, and we've seen a match that ended with a steel chair shot that was exactly supposed to happen. So it's a little bit of best of both worlds, I suppose.
So that was a quick roll up there by Jordan to Die Hard. And now in the corner, Die Hard and Jordan just kind of duking it out in the corner with the tug of war of who's going to get the move off. Die Hard was able to counter Jordan again, but Jordan counters, and then Die Hard counters again. And then a big right hand from Die Hard there as Jordan whips him to the far corner. I tell you, it's things like these that just, you know, they just boggle your mind. And I'm still in awe that we're actually getting to see this. I almost expected something to happen where this match wouldn't happen, but now that it's happening, you know, it's
yeah,
great.
No, I completely agree. You know, I kind of I was kind of foreseeing, per se, something happening. Die Hard, you know, finding a way to take Jordan out before this match could happen. So, you know, I'm very, very excited that this is happening right now.
Well, look at this, Jordan Moore, big DDT off the ropes here.
That might be enough.
1, 2, almost. There was an early 2 count that Die Hard kicked out at.
You're gonna have to do more than that to keep the power plant champion down. But, you know, there's nothing wrong going for a pin. You know, putting that in the back of Die Hard's mind. You know, he is here for that gold, and he's determined to walk out with it.
But every time that Die Hard has to kick out, that exerts more energy from Die Hard, and that's a smart move by Jordan Moore, which, you know, he's learned over the course of, you know, going the world over with Die Hard. They all learn these tricks of the trade.
Yeah, and I mean they've traveled, they've gone to, you know, the ends of the world to learn and to be taught about what they can do, and just trying to learn everything they possibly can about this business, what they can do to better themselves. And I still can't believe this match is happening right now.
I know. It's so. I mean, even this short little. I mean, we're only 8 minutes into the match, but it's still extremely intense. I mean, Die Hard already looks like he's feeling the effects.
Yeah, and I mean, this is going to be a heck of a match, one way or the other, with the wear and tear on both of their bodies, and what they can do to each other. But I don't know. This is kind of how I see it. If this goes longer than what most people think it will, I see Jordan winning. If this goes for a shorter amount of time and it can be finished earlier, Die Hard's going to win.
Well, see, I'm almost kind of seeing it the flip way. I see it that the longer it goes, the more opportunity it gives Die Hard to really bend the rules and really do things to Jordan that would be typical Die Hard standard. I think the quicker that Jordan can put Die Hard away would be the better.
Well, I did think about that, but I just see his body not being able to hold up for a long match. I see the younger, more fitter Jordan Moore being able to withstand a longer match.
Well, that was a big right hand from Jordan Moore there, and now Jordan's picking up the pace. I mean, this match, there hasn't been a decisive person in control. I mean, it's been pretty back and forth this entire time.
Yeah, definitely. It's been very back and forth. And, Jordan did hit that springboard. He got a little bit of that Starship pain, a move that he used to do quite frequently, actually, in the power plant. He got a little bit of Die Hard, but it wasn't quite enough to keep him down. I think he hurt himself a little bit more.
Exactly. And look at this, shades of Die Hard.
Fantastic spine buster.
Huge spine buster. Going for the cover here. 1, 2, and only a 2 count. And look at that, Die Hard right back to his feet there, going to work on the arms.
And another fantastic drop kick by Jordan Moore. The height and the extension he gets on those, and then it runs right into that spine buster by Die Hard.
That's the one thing that Die Hard is definitely famous for, is that spine buster. And I will admit that till the end of the sun. But wait a second, Die Hard, he does not ascend the top that often, but he missed with a huge elbow drop.
You gotta think that shook him up a little bit. I mean, Jordan hitting the big clothesline and then mounting that turnbuckle again, taking it right back to Die Hard.
Again, I mean, the close fist punches in the corner.
The ref just stands back and watches. He can't do anything about this. Close fist punches aren't exactly allowed in the power plant, but in a noted DQ situation, nothing's off limits. And here he goes. Oh, he was going for that kick that he hit on James just last week in that match, that Pick Your Poison match, the Die Hard setup. He went for that springboard snap kick outside the ring, and Die Hard wisely stepping out of the way. He knows what he's looking for because he scouted that move very well.
He did, and he was expecting it to happen. And now Die Hard, a dirty headbutt there up against the barricade. I mean, that was a pretty brutal headbutt that Die Hard just did there. I mean, there wasn't really any necessary need for the headbutt. I understand it's anything goes, but at least stay within the realm of being a decent wrestler.
I mean, you gotta do whatever it takes to win. So you gotta give it to him. He's going all out. And he whips Jordan over there into those steel stairs and he catches a piece of it. It looked like with his shin tripped him up a little bit.
And can you imagine what that would feel like? I mean, steel is, well, those are steel steps. You're bone hitting steel. That's very painful.
Yeah, especially with like a place, and he does have those kick pads. He's sporting a little bit of a different look than he's had in the past. So he does have those kick pads, those little guards over the shin. So it wasn't exactly metal to bone, but it's certainly not anything that feels fantastic.
And Jordan Moore returning the favor there, tripping Die Hard up on the stairs. Now Die Hard does not have kick pads.
And then doing it again right into those other steps. He's, our steps always seem to get messed up around the ring.
They do. And look at this, a big T-bone suplex right on the corner of the steps there. Die Hard is not moving.
I think his neck or the back of his head maybe caught that caught those steps on the way down. I'm sure that did not feel good.
Oh no, and it doesn't matter how strong Die Hard is. You know, he's, like you've said, you know, numerous times, and even Jordan said it, and a lot of other people said it. He is an injury-prone man. I mean, he's getting up there in age, and his body can't do it no more.
Right, and I mean, you know, Jordan again just trying to take it to him and stay on the offensive out there, but Tony looks like he's got the best of him right now.
Well, that's the thing. I mean, Jordan knows what to expect from Die Hard, and Die Hard knows what to expect from Jordan, or at least Die Hard thinks he does.
Yeah, and I think that's Die Hard's biggest misconception, and ultimately I think that might be a downfall for him in this match, is that he thinks that he knows what he's expecting against Jordan Moore, and I don't think he fully does understand what Jordan Moore's capable of.
Exactly. I mean, we've seen Jordan Moore do some very negative light things, but we've seen Jordan do phenomenal things in the ring.
Yeah, we definitely have. He's a fantastic wrestler, and you know he does do what it takes to win, but he still stays in that realm of, you know, somebody that the people still like and the people want to see wrestle, as opposed to what Die Hard has become.
Exactly. I mean, Die Hard has became the moniker of somebody that just isn't liked, and I remember a time when Die Hard wasn't like that, but now he is. I mean, he's nothing really special anymore.
Yeah, and you know, they're still duking it out here on the outside of the ring again with that stipulation that Melinda added that there's no disqualification. Jordan is sending the top.
And a huge elbow.
Oh my God, that's vintage Jordan Moore. That's his signature elbow drop from the top rope all the way down to the floor, that concrete on the outside. That's an amazing move.
Now, could you imagine if this was a false count anywhere? If Jordan would have covered him, this match
would have been it. Oh, that would have been it, definitely.
Now, Die Hard with that shoulder power slam on the outside, just kind of trying to make some space.
And you know, you gotta think that he's trying to recover a little bit, because you know, that had to have shaken him off.
Oh yeah, and I mean, now Die Hard flips him over into a pin, but the rope break, which, you know, is in effect, did save Jordan there. The feet were on the ropes, so the pin had to be broken. I mean, Jordan is definitely taking it to Die Hard, and Die Hard's trying, you know, he's trying to hang in there, but again, the fatigue factor and the conditioning factor, Jordan is showing that he's got what it takes, and then Die Hard, out of nowhere with that big spine buster, just turns the tide.
And going for that pin.
And again, only a 2 count on Jordan Moore. I mean,
these aren't even like really late 2 counts either. They're, you know, it's not really close to being a 3, and it's enough to get the crowd's blood pumping, but it's not enough. What's Die Hard doing?
And now, I would expect no less from Die Hard to go get a steel chair, but my boy Jordan Moore stops him at the pass there, catches him in the ring, spine buster onto the chair. Go ahead and pin him, Jordan. He is done.
Stands him back up, and he's got him over there in that corner. Jordan walking towards him with that.
Oh!
Huge chair shot right to the head of Die Hard, and Die Hard's out, but Jordan's got that chair wedged over there in the corner.
Oh! Die Hard, I thought he was definitely going to throw him into the chair there.
And I think that's what Jordan, you know, he wanted Jordan to freak him out a little bit. You know, he set that chair up, but here goes Die Hard.
Oh!
Head first into that steel chair.
That was hard enough to knock the chair out of the ring.
Yeah.
That is a late 2 count. Die Hard barely got up.
Very close.
And a big right hand from Die Hard, trying to, like I said, Die Hard's trying to keep space between him and Jordan, and Jordan just closes the gap every time.
Well, most of the time, Die Hard has a little bit more time, a little bit more of an opportunity in his matches. He can slow down the pace and catch his breath, heal up those hurt body parts, but he doesn't really have that opportunity with Jordan.
Exactly. I mean, Jordan knows, you know, Die Hard's weaknesses. He knows what he would have to do to take Die Hard down. And look at his snake eyes.
Die Hard is still taking it to him. He's staying on the offensive, which is what he really needs to do. Go for that pin.
Well, it's like Die Hard's underestimating Jordan Moore, and that's a big mistake on Die Hard's behalf, because he needs to understand that You can't underestimate somebody that knows how to beat you.
Yeah, and I mean, that's kind of what I was talking to him about. You know, Jordan is expecting him to misjudge him, to not see, for what he is, what he's become, and that's somebody that can step up and take down somebody that's been at the top for so long, like Die Hard, and he's going for that pin.
Only a 2 count. Only a 2 count. It was close. It was so close.
Yeah, it was very close. We've already had a couple of those. Die Hard with those close fist punches there in the corner, pulls him out, goes for a big clothesline. Takes Jordan down. Couple big stomps there to the face, but Jordan gets back to his feet.
And look at that, a big springboard.
That vintage snap kick of Jordan Moore, and he's pulling out all the stops here tonight.
Only a 2 count.
A very, very late 2 count.
That was an extremely late 2 count there. Now Jordan just going to town here. He's got Die Hard upside down. What's he thinking here? Wait a second. Jordan's taunting him.
Oh, he's done this before.
This is the move that could. This is a move that could stop Die Hard's heart. We should call that the heart stopper. That's a double foot stomp.
Straight to the chest.
Look at this. Die Hard was able to kick out, but he wasn't moving too much after he kicked out.
Well, it was kind of a delayed count. I'm not sure what the ref was looking at. I think he might have seen, trying to see if Die Hard's shoulder had been under that bottom rope. It was very close. I think that might have been what he was checking for, but it was a long 1 count. A nice drop kick takes him out of the ring.
Right to the outside here. Wait a second. There's that springboard kick.
There it is. There it is. That's that kick that he hit on James. Oh, if this was, like we said earlier, if this was a Falls Count Anywhere match, that would have been it.
Exactly. And now what's Jordan thinking here?
Getting into that ring.
He's got a sledgehammer. Oh my God! Right to the abdomen.
Huge hit, and now he's hammering away on that back leg.
Wait a second. Oh, right to the side of the face, and now choking him. We're going to take you back to a replay here. As you see, I mean, he just gets that sledgehammer, and he just annihilated. He was just beating on Die Hard. We're going to take another look here at that sledgehammer shot to the abdomen, and a little bit of a slower motion. I mean, the torque he had on that, I mean, he may have broken some ribs.
Yeah, it's very possible that was a hard hit.
Right.
Wow, yeah, and now back to the match, and you can see Jordan trying to keep control, now working on that arm of Die Hard, and he's really trying to break Die Hard down.
Well, see, and that's actually very wise for Jordan Moore to do that, because if Die Hard's arms are gone, he can't, do the Die Hard drop. He can't do the F5, and he can't lift him up for the painkiller.
Right, yeah, that's very wise of Jordan, and I didn't really even think of that, but taking out those vital parts of Die Hard is really going to help him in the long run this match.
And then that's the ironic part, because even though Die Hard isn't a bigger guy, the methodology of, or the methodology of working on a certain base of a superstar really works, and it's working to Jordan Moore's advantage. But now Die Hard gained the advantage, but Jordan Moore counters.
And like we said earlier, there hasn't really been a clear, leader or a clear person in charge of this match. It's been very back and forth the entire time, which is really impressive, but no surprise at all between these two. And now Jordan working on the legs, trying to take out the base of Die Hard. Again, another vital part that Jordan, if he can wear it down enough, this could end up being a very one-sided match.
Exactly, and that's the thing. And Die Hard with a big belly-to-belly there, but Jordan counters from the ground. And I mean, again, there hasn't been a true leader in the match. Die Hard again with that seated spine buster going for the pin, but Jordan gets out before a 1 count.
That wasn't even close to a 1 count. Jordan got out of there fast.
Did you just see that kick? That just knocked Die Hard silly.
He got back up, and he wasn't quite sure where he was, and then drops him on the back of his head. I mean, he's just tearing apart every part of Die Hard's body right now.
Exactly, and well, there you see Die Hard countered from the ground, a big foot right to the face, and now Die Hard looks like he's setting up a suplex, a big hanging suplex, floats over into the bridging pin here. 1, 2, almost a 3 count, but it was still an early 2 count kick out.
Yeah, and I mean, but you see Jordan get right back to his feet and start taking it right back to him. He drop kicks him back into the corner. What's he doing here? He turns him around, he lifts him up, and drops him back down to that trio woe position again. Kick to the gut. We gonna see this again?
And a big stomp again to the chest of Dyer. I mean, I'm surprised that Dyer is still able to stand and walk.
Yeah, it did. I mean, we'll see. There he goes, back to his feet. But again, Jordan right back on the offensive. That flurry of punches right to the face and the jaw of Dyer.
Exactly, and now Dyer just trying to keep some distance from Jordan here. Just big rights and lefts. Has him up on his shoulder there, but Jordan with a big counter.
Nice. You could see the difference in the quickness and the speed of those punches that Jordan was throwing. I mean, they were pop 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 one right after the other. Diehards was much slower, and I think his stamina, his adrenaline's running low.
Exactly, and I mean Dyer he's trying to hang in there, but I think Jordan Moore has his number. I mean, look at this, Jordan going for a cover after wrenching on the legs there. We're at a 2 here. Almost another 3 count.
Like 2.5. He's getting very close to that. He's getting closer and closer to that 3 count every time. Big spine push, now Dyer in the cover.
Well, see, now Dyer is trying to pin off of anything he can, and that may work at his disadvantage. A big kick to the abdomen, big drop kick right to the side of the head there.
I mean, you can't really blame him though. I mean, with Jordan as quick as he's still moving, still getting around the ring, and this could very well be the downfall of Dyer.
Exactly, and Jordan Moore is definitely proving that he's got what it takes here. I mean, he's dishing it out to Dyer. He is taking Dyer to that limit that Dyer does not like to get brought to.
Jordan going back to those legs, trying to take out the base of Dyer and rips him into the corner again.
Well, wait a second, he's turning him upside down. Is he thinking about doing that double foot stomp again? Wait a second, what's he thinking here? He's got the steel chair. Wait, Dyer caught himself, rolled out of harm's way there. Oh, but a big steel chair to the face. There was nothing to protect him there.
Yeah, stood right back up, and I think he might have thought that he was out of harm's way a little bit. He was in that really precarious situation, hanging upside down on the turnbuckle. But he stood up, stood right into a big chair shot to the face.
And, again, Jordan Moore is able to capitalize off of Dyer not being able to really mount some real offense. Now Dyer out of the ring, giving chase to Jordan Moore, who now has another steel chair and another chair shot there to the face of Dyer. This is becoming Jordan Moore's match the more and more it goes through.
Yeah, and this is going to be. I mean, they don't keep trying to go back to the same tactics either. They keep trying new things, trying to get to each other, inside each other's head, and it's really working. Jordan going back over here, pick up the steel chair, didn't quite make it in the ring.
Oh!
He just, good lord.
Right from the outside of the ring.
Just in the top of the head, and then right back, another chair shot right to the face. Dyer can't take too many more of these. He's going to be done.
Well, this match is becoming more hardcore than what the $1 Million Championship match was. I mean, that was a hardcore match, but I mean, these guys are being real hardcore. Now, quick roll up by Jordan Moore here. Dyer quickly gets out of it.
Yeah, he sensed that danger as soon as Jordan tried to lock it in.
And again, Jordan Moore going to work on the arms, not allowing Dyer any time to breathe. An attempted calf kick there, but Dyer was able to, put him away there. And then, that inverted backbreaker.
Very similar to the one that Jordan does also, and I mean this just shows how similar these two are in wrestling styles and what they've learned and what they do.
Exactly. I mean, for years upon years, these guys train together weekly and daily, and now it's to the point in the match where it's basically whoever hits their finisher first is going to become the champion.
Definitely, yeah. I'm not sure if Jordan's going to be able to stand up to that Dyer drop, or if Dyer will be able to take a BTM drop. If Jordan hits the BTM, that could be it.
And look at this, going for a cover here. Only a 2 count on Die Hard. I mean, Die Hard he's hanging in there, but as you see, I mean, Jordan Moore is just tearing apart the body. Now he's cinching in an arm lock here.
And that's that. He's tried several different versions of arm bars and different submissions in the past. This is one that has stuck for a while, and it's a very technical arm bar. It's wrenching the elbow and the shoulder, you know, and kind of a Kimura lock. It's, you know, something that really not supposed to go in the direction he's forcing that arm to go.
Die Hard with the painkiller, and he bridges it. The end of the 2, almost a 3 count.
Oh, I thought my heart stopped. I thought that was it.
This matchup was almost over. It was almost over within, you know, the 3rd second. I mean, that was very close, very, very close.
Indeed, it was.
Now Jordan Moore trying to keep the offense going, trying to keep Die Hard, you know, from gaining some momentum, and a big standing drop kick from Jordan Moore just completely seats Die Hard.
Yeah, that drop kick that Jordan Moore does is just beautiful. The height and the extension on it is fantastic.
And then, oh, a huge elbow. Wait a second. Jordan is setting him up.
He's a little bit close to the ropes. Feels where he is. He goes for that snap kick again. Jordan Moore getting a little bit more room, spacing himself out. There he goes, setting him up. He's looking for that BTM.
An attempted kick, but Dyer caught him with the big clothesline. I mean, that clothesline almost knocked Jordan out of his boots, going for the cover here. Only a 1 count, though. The adrenaline of this young man is just... Oh my God, BTM drop
out of nowhere. Out of nowhere. That's got to be it.
It's got to be at 1, 2, almost a 3 count, and Dyer got the shoulder up.
Oh my gosh, I thought that was it. I thought that was the match right there.
It should have been. Dyer, wait a second, Dyer, he's stalking him. Dyer kick to the abdomen. Looks like he's looking for that. He's looking for the big Die Hard drop there. A huge Die Hard drop.
No, maybe this is it. The back and forth in this match is incredible. Going for the pin.
Only a 1 count. The adrenaline of Jordan Moore to still hang in there and dish it out to Die Hard is crazy. And look at this, he's stalking him again. Could he be looking for it for a second time? Kick to the abdomen. Another kick to the abdomen. A big drop kick right to the side of the head.
Oh my gosh, this how quickly this match moved.
Wait a second. Again, he's going for that arm bar, and now he's wrenching it in.
Locked in. There he goes. He's wrenching on that arm. He's got it locked in. He's looking for Die Hard to tap out right here.
Is Die Hard going to tap? Oh, but no, he let go. He let go of it. And as you see, I mean, both Die Hard and Jordan, both in severe pain in their entire bodies. I mean, you know, this match has been going for quite a long time now. A kick to the abdomen. Die Hard, he's looking for that Die Hard drop again. And, oh my God.
I think Jordan hit the ladder a little bit on the way down. This might be it.
Only a 2 count. The suspense. Only a 2 count. The suspense. I mean, this is just extremely, extremely intense. And Die Hard, another seated spine buster, bridging the legs here. 1, 2, just trying to put Jordan away.
And this like the speed and, you know, the adrenaline has picked up so much in this match.
It has, and this is you know, this is overtime right here for these guys.
Oh, I thought he was about to hit that BTM. I thought he was hit with that jumping snapmare and that knee across the face.
I thought so too. And what's he doing here? The big flying elbow.
Again, and he's stalking him. He is stalking Die Hard. Look at that BTM one more time.
Kick to the abdomen.
And he hits it.
BTM drop. It is over. Pin him, Jordan. Pin him.
What's he?
Wait a second.
Oh my God. He's going to try to put him away. The same thing that he's going to try to put Die Hard away. The same thing he did to Chains.
Is Die Hard going to be able to counter this? And oh my God, that kick! Is this it? 1, 2.
Oh my
3, and we have a new power plant champion. A new champion.
Oh my God. Diehard, he's done. He lost.
Oh my God.
Holy. There's no way.
This is oh my God, that is game over.
I haven't seen him in so long. This man is the only man to ever come into the power plant and leave the power plant undefeated. He has never been beaten in a ring. He was an old member of TCO. This game over has not been seen in months.
Coming over our way in ways like he's got the title. He took the title from the bell keeper here.
What's he doing? I mean, they were game over and Jordan were tag team partners at one time. But he was also TCO. He's got all the respect in the world for Diehard.
As you see Jordan Moore kind of celebrating here, he's not sure what's going on, but game over is getting in the ring with the title.
Kind of confused as what's happening.
Wait a second, he's handing him the title. And the ultimate sign of respect here.
Oh my God. Game over, back in the power plant. We have a brand new power plant champion. Jordan Moore is reigning supreme in a grueling 40-some minute match between him and Diehard for the first time ever.
This has been probably one of the most crazy pay-per-views I've ever been a part of, and I cannot believe what we saw, folks. You got to make sure to tune in. First week of January, you got to watch SmackDown. We've got to see what happens. We're out of time for tonight. I'm Christopher Billings. He's Wes Steele. Thank you for joining us tonight at Over the Limit.